What is up, guys? It is your boy DHM, the Hat Man, the Mad Hatter Extraordinaire, coming back at you finally with a new PC, which I'm still working on. I'm still not 100% yet, so you know, I'm sorry about that. But with a new PC, you know, with a better FPS, because I actually have a much better graphics card in this thing, and we're actually going to get into it. I actually found this game on Steam. It's called Starcraft 2 Visual Novel, aka SC2VN, and I think it was kind of interesting to do because not only have I, you know, I've been you know, a little bit into the Starcraft competitive scene. I'll never play the damn game myself because I don't feel like getting smashed. But you know, I've seen a whole bunch of tournaments and everything, so I think it'd be interesting to play. Plus it's been a while since I've ever played a visual novel. But anyway, enough with the pitter patter. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. Let's do this. The gender of the main character, Mock. The choices within the pack. The story's differences. Mine is not a slick main character. Normally I go female, but let's, you know, actually I kind of like this female sprite though. Huh. Let's go with the male though, just because, you know, it's a visual novel. Yeah, let's do it. It's a visual novel. You know, you never know what you're gonna expect. Sometimes there might be love things going on. You know, I don't know. I've never played this thing before. There's a certain feeling that every StarCraft player gets before they lose. Most try to ignore it at first, as if the inevitable is just another challenge to fight through. Like their past mistakes don't count if they just try a little bit harder. It's a natural thing to believe otherwise contradicts the hours we spend practicing. Still, every player must eventually come to terms with the defeat. That they have to queue up for another game, or maybe that they flew across the world for nothing. I haven't met many players that can take loss in stride. It's painful, it's permanent, it's proof that your best isn't always enough. Long after my elimination, I remained at the PC with a blank look in my eye. Click shoot from my finger as I leap from page to page. A tournament update mentions my defeat in passing, but no one acknowledges it. When my frustration fades, I'm only left with guilt. I should have practiced harder. Damn right you should have. You should have been practicing 24/7. That's what you should have done. I considered sticking around to watch the final few games, but the knot in my stomach persuades me to avoid any more stress. People are nice enough to a foreigner with a heart to attempt a Star League qualifier. Excuse me for a little bit. Okay, we're back. People are nice enough to nice enough to a foreigner with a heart to attempt a Star League qualifier. But without a win, I'm just one more in a long line of losers. Well, shit, dude. Way to be hard on yourself, you know? Way to be very hard on yourself for really no reason at all. That's kind of shitty of you. Hundreds of hours spent chasing the eSports dream. Only 50 make it in. This isn't for those that don't. Okay. Every game of StarCraft begins the same. Gather resources, train a worker, construct a building, rally an army, defend a base, contest a map, turn something small into something more. This game is punishing. It's stressful, it's draining. It builds you up and tears you down. It's not for everyone. It might not even be for me. How many more chances I'm going to get? Was that my last? Oh, the feeling is back. Huh, why am I still trying? Why can't I quit? Sounds like me whenever I'm playing League of Legends sometimes, man, I swear. My fist rattled the desk and sent a plastic bottle onto the floor. With my chin in my hand, I throw myself into match replay. I forced down a measured breath, losing a throwaway ladder game that shouldn't bother a player of my rank. Let's see, what's a throwaway? What's a throwaway? Ladder, let's see. Shorthand for online rank play, ranked from the lowest to the highest, the bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, and grandmaster. Grandmaster is awarded to the top 200 players from each region. Gotcha. Alright. Scout denial and my poor control of the final fight gave my opponent the edge. In retrospect, my mistakes seem obvious. I toyed with the conclusion that he was hacking before realizing that I'm just making excuses. No, I should have been able to win that one. Despite the Grandmaster badge next to my handle, I find myself too anxious to queue up for another game. The loss at the Victory Star League qualifier earlier today isn't helping my mindset. I comb my tiny room with a look, restless and unmotivated. Sitting alone in a dark room for extended periods of time is incredibly depressing. A fact I learned only when it became a significant part of my life. Only one thing is certain: I've got to get out of here. After double checking that my apartment door is locked, I hustle down the stairs into the sidewalk. Jeez, I can't read today. Light grows with each step towards the shining skyline. Maybe I should actually just try a different, voice or something. Catchy pop beats and posters of flawless models dominate street after street. Foot traffic is thick and impatient. Seoul Tower stands tall from a distant hilltop. But even the lingering excitement of a life faraway place can't dredge me out of my hopelessness. Sometimes, especially on days like this, I regret pursuing eSports. It's a thought I've had more times than I'd care to admit since coming to South Korea. Even saying that, I know that I can't keep myself from competing. It's in my nature, and truth be told, this damn game is the only thing I'm good at. What is Starcraft? Some respond to that with an explanation on its game mechanics or its storyline. There are other popular answers too, that it requires the dexterity of a pianist alongside the strategic thinking of a chess player. Maybe that's what Starcraft is to most people. But to the hundreds who carve out a living on it, Starcraft isn't such a simple thing. It's the embodiment of competition, a perfect playing field, no need for athletic genes, rabid parents, tutting tutors, or expensive summer camps. You pick up the game on your own, you learn, you improve, you work. If you're good enough, you can become a god. Low tier god. Okay, I'm done. And if you fail, you stay a nobody. Jesus, dude. I'm not building towards a long-term career. I'm friendless in a foreign country. I'm respected by no one. And if I don't qualify for the VSL next month, I'll be back at home at square one. I'll be nothing. But hey, at least I play video games all day. Well, damn, that's very depressing when you look at it like that. Are you completely sure you haven't forgotten anything? Do you have enough money for the cab when you land? Are you sure that the apartment got your money? Is your cell phone charged? You brought an extra charger, right? Ma, I'm fine. Ain't nothing bad gonna happen. Well, remember, there won't be anyone to do your laundry, cook your meals, or wake you up if you oversleep. Budget well, and you'll have 2 months. I won't hear anything about a loan for the flight home. It takes effort to keep a frown from my face. I'm certain my parents came to see me off so they could only say what they did. I've already sunk the entirety of my savings into this. Now isn't the time for second thoughts. My dad gestures towards the security line and taps his watch twice. Go on. The sooner this is over with, the better. Come back in one piece, hon. Yeah. Nothing comes when I think of how to respond, so I only nod. Without another word, my parents walk away. It's actually a pretty cool ass apartment. Damn, dude is pissed. I am a madman. He has to make his own mistakes. What if this wasn't a mistake? I tighten my fist, pace quickening. Even though I want to prove everyone who's doubted me wrong, I'm tired of losing for no one's sake but my own. With the sun long set, overhead signs wash the streets in color. I've wandered so far that a walk back to my apartment would take almost a half an hour. My renewed drive to practice my craft drives my search for a place to play. It's not long before I see the words I'm looking for. PC Bang. Was that like a LAN party? PC Bang. It's a LAN party. Alright, got you. The amount of foot traffic suggests it's a pretty popular internet cafe. A sign on the front window reads Golden Zone Fire. Though I've only visited them a few times, PC bangs are the first thing that got me most interested about Korea when I first got into Starcraft. Duking it out for champion status of a neighborhood cafe is old school cool. Like the type of western where a sheriff defends his turf against upstarts and outlaws. It's an ideal that's a little bit dated these days. Most StarCraft 2 competitions take place either online or in broadcast studios. I'll admit, I've daydreamed of being born a decade earlier and playing the original eSport Brood War during its rise alongside the PC bang. A better time, or so they say online. Yo, those chairs look nice as fuck though. I trundle up the stairs and pass through the doorway, immediately struck by the size of the place. There has to be at least 80 computers here. The crowd is too large for an ordinary evening. There are more people here than there are PCs even. I indulge my curiosity on the first person I see, a dark-haired guy observing a match of SC2 from behind someone's shoulder. Yo, is there an event going on or something? The guy turns to me and looks like I'm speaking some other language in Korean. After a brief silence, he responds, "Are you new or something? Have you not heard of an all-out attack?" "Yeah, dude, I'm new, I'm just asking." He hums and glances away for a moment, though he doesn't apologize. He does fill me in. Golden Zone Fire hosts a StarCraft 2 tournament called All Out Attack once a month. It's one of the few places you'll find a decent player outside of an online cup or Star League. Used to be Brood War tournaments actually. I see. Thanks, man. Who are you here to cheer for? He only stares in response. The guy walks away with a shake of his head, mumbling something about foreigners. The fuck? Damn, dude. The back of his shirt sports the Korean Pro Gamer Association logo. Oh, he must be a Brood War fan. None of the StarCraft teams under KPGA's regulations compete in anything except the original game Brood War. Understandably, they don't want to fracture a scene they've worked so hard to build up. And that's lucky for those of us trying to keep from drowning in a game that's already deep with talent. KPGA players train for unbelievable hours. Well, I came here to practice and now I'm presented with an excellent chance to do so if what that guy said is true. A few stares follow me as I walk forward and put my name on the sign-up list. I must look like a tourist in over my head. I'm definitely not the first foreigner to go abroad for esports, but most come to South Korea only once they have results or fame. After paying for an hour's worth of PC time at the front desk, I settle for my station that has a mouse and keyboard similar to my setup back home. A few minutes later, I join my opponent's game lobby just in time for the start of the first round. His name isn't familiar, so I check his profile and see that he's ranked midway through Master League. Not bad for a casual player. He seems eager enough by the rate that he's spamming go in the pre-game chat. The game gets underway once I confirm that I'm ready. Alright, here we go. Workers, minerals, Vespine gas, and the command center. I start out every match with only these resources at my disposal. It's my job to turn them into something that can defeat my opponent. Generally, that means I need to build structures capable of training my units for my army. My build order determines how my end of the matchup plays out. Blah! Fuck, I can't talk right now. Alright, so I already know what the build order is. It's basically the same thing as League in your item order. So whatever, I don't need that. This game, I've opted for a quick Hellion attack. Not only will it offer me a chance to deal some damage to my opponent, but it'll allow me to scout, see what they have, see what they're building. So that's what a scout does, yeah. But it seems I don't have much to worry about. My opponent went for a greedy build order, focusing entirely on his economy instead of his army. Unfortunately for him, the match isn't going to last long enough for that risk to pay off. My Hellion makes short work of his single queen, a handful of Zerglings. With his front line out of the way, I'm free to rush into his mineral line and roast his workers, denying him the resources he needs to muster an army. Facing down a marine reinforcement is not easy. It's not long before my Zerg opponent types out the two letters GG. Easy. That was easy as fuck it seemed like. As soon as the victory screen displays, anxiety floods out of my body. Starcraft is tense. It isn't an exaggeration to say that there's never a moment to relax until a match is over. Bristling with confidence, I get up and check my next opponent. And it's Excel. I draw my list in a line and let my shoulders slouch. Well, that's the end of this tournament run. Excel is one of South Korea's strongest terrain players. He's well known for his old school cred, balanced playstyle, and friendly banter. He lost in the round 8 of last season's VSL, a respectable finish, if not a high-paying one. From what I remember, Excel was a damn good Brood War player, but he was out of his prime. He was out of his prime when the sequel hit last year, so it makes sense that he switched. While I'm considering what sort of rush I should go to steal a win, I feel a tap on my shoulder and turn. Huh, so you're a foreigner. And I find nothing other than the man himself standing there. This is a bit surreal considering I followed Excel's play for about as long as I've been into Starcraft. Luckily, his nonchalant manner disarms my surprise. Yeah, I think we play next round. I'm Mach, a Tyrone. A Tyrone? Is it Tyrone? I think it's Tyrone. He misses a beat before regaining a smile, likely surprised that I understood him, and then answered him. Oh yeah, man, I saw you win your game. Not bad, not bad. It's not common to see a foreigner at all-out attack. Are you on a team? I'm not. I mean, I'm trying to get one though, but you know, I'm sure you know how that goes, man. I grin stupidly, which Excel doesn't seem to mind. He pauses to scratch his cheek before responding. Well, you know, good luck. Don't expect another easy match now. You too. Yeah, thanks. God damn it. At least he laughed. At least he laughed. My stress from before is mostly gone. If I lose, big deal. I'm expected to lose. If I win, shit, I beat Excel. I'm still chewing over which cheese I should perform before finally deciding to just play standard. I shouldn't squander the rare chance to practice against a top player. Cheese, basically cheap shit, or like things that, you know, like little stupid strategies that may seem to work against somebody, but really sometimes they don't. Yeah, things like that. He and I banter back and forth in the pre-game lobby for a bit before the game gets underway. Here we go. Old school Brood War terrain plays Crastic Marine tank style, probably about to crush me. I like how that's a plus. I haven't gone up against a player as strong as Excel in a while. There probably wasn't a single person at the VSL qualifier at his level. That only makes the potential victory all the more tantalizing. It's a chance to prove myself that I got what it takes. Even if I've decided on playing standard, I've still got a decision to make and how to execute my mid-game strategy. This map is well suited for a Hellion attack. I have plenty of room to poke around his expansion since it lacks a choke point. An attack by air might also be a strong option. The distance between our bases is relatively long by land, but it'll take a Banshee less than 5 seconds to travel from mine to his. I'm confident with both styles. It's just a matter of how I want to execute the attack. Oh wow, I get to choose? I get to choose? Fuck, dude, I have no idea. He's already seen the Hellions. He's already seen the Hellions, so he might expect that. Let's go with the airstrike and assault on the Banshees. I cut an extraneous unit production to get out of Banshee as soon as possible. The earlier I'm able to hit, the less chance that Excel will have the right defensive. With my Banshees en route, I clear out a path to his base with a handful of Marines. Denying information to my opponent is important, even if I don't plan to attack from the blind spot. It seems to have been the right choice, as Marines are out of position when my Banshee arrives at his base. I managed to secure a few worker kills before ordering a retreat. Since I didn't lose my Banshee, Excel has to spend minerals on air defense. Knowing that, I prepared to transition to a full ground army. This game is going insanely well, though Excel took out his expansion before I did. He puts us on an even footing. I follow with an army of Marines, Marauders, and dropships, the bread and butter of most terrain players. Since I cleared the space between our bases, he's in the dark about the timing of this next attack. There's a solid chance that I could do enough damage here to end the game. But just as I arrive at the outskirts of Excel's expansion, one of his dropships unloads a handful of Marines in my base. That's going to slow down my ability to reinforce. Whoa, shit! With my focus on the drop in my main, Excel rushed into the army, and I left outside his base while I wasn't paying attention. He's got a concave of information. He's got a concave formation on me, and just like that, my advantage evaporates. Though I managed to stay in the game for a bit longer, Excel wisely guards his leads by immediately taking the third base. Soon enough, his economic advantage is reflected in the size of his army. After my blunder, Excel's play was airtight. There really wasn't anything for me to do. With a groan, I offer a GG and concede the match. So I couldn't win either way. I didn't exactly throw my weed, but I did get seriously outplayed. Fantasizing about how a victory would have felt doesn't help keep my mind off the loss. Knowing that I did my best only helps me so much. But not a moment later, Excel turns the corner with a smile and raises his brow. Good game, man. You're actually not bad. I mean, I assumed that you were here for fun or something. Oh, yeah, thanks. I'm here for fun, but you know, you play good too. I'm surprised. Most foreigners don't hit timings like that. Good vision control too, and your scouting was top notch. You're really not on a team? Are you at least staying at a team house, or are you studying abroad? Nah, it ain't nothing like that. I'm staying here by myself in an apartment by the VSL studios. So you came to Korea alone and on your own dime, and you're not just visiting? Yeah? I do my best not to seem awkward about my answers, but any reason to worry disappears when Excel smiles. Oh, I think it takes some serious guts to move out here like that. I mean, I can't think of a single person who's made it out here on their own. Why I give him such a corny ass voice? Fuck it, I'm running with it. A few nearby competitors watch our conversation. It's probably not often that Excel gives his attention to a random nobody he's crushed in an early bracket. I've got some time before my next game. Let me introduce you to a friend of mine. Oh yeah, that's a bet. With a nod, Excel leads me from the PC area to the back of the cafe. We pass a number of known players on the way there, most lounging around no differently than the cafe's other patrons. Maybe they aren't that different. I guess even professionals like to kick back with the tangle of chords and rush a rush of caffeine every now and again. Games shouldn't be all about business all the time. Although I bet that the KPGA executives disagree. Excel comes to a stop away from the constant tapping of keyboards and then plops himself into a seat against the wall and invites me to join him with a wave of his hand. As I take my seat, I look up to find someone I recognize as his side. Jet, a Zerg and former VSL champion. She won Starcraft 2's very first grand final back in the beta. A year ago, she might have been the game's most famous player. She looks like a bitch. I should give her a bitchy voice. Should I do a Starbucks thing? Let's do a Starbucks thing. Starbucks 2. The coffining. Hey! Starbucks 2, the coffining. Her flippant and inflammatory antics have made her somewhat a controversial figure. She rarely GGs isn't afraid to talk trash on stage. She's a bitch. There we go. And there she is, just sitting there. It's all I can do not to stare. A smile plays on her lips when she glances past me to Excel. Oh my god, like seriously? Like stop promising my autograph as a reward for beating you. Oh, hilarious. He can understand you, by the way. Who are you up against next round? Some Zerg dishwasher on an LHT slash? Ugh, I hate ZVC. Jet rolls her eyes back to me. After a brief appraisal, she lifts her chin and speaks a single word. Your name? What? I'm Mark, a Tyrone. I'm teamless. Jet sticks her gaze back to Excel just to ask, why did you bring this noob back here? But before she can actually say anything, Excel comes to my defense with an easy smile. Hey, I mean, cool it with the judgments until you see them play, man. Like, seriously. Plus, you ever hear of a foreigner that came out here alone just for Starcraft? My man right here, dude, and you have to admit, that's pretty fucking brave. If that endorsement wasn't convincing enough, he offers one of his classic grins for good measure. The response seems to satisfy her. For now. While I try to keep from showing anything to contradict the cell's assessment, Jet aims her attention back at me. I didn't see your name on the list of people who made it past VSL qualifier, so how did you place? I lost my second to last match. The qualifier before that, I dropped out on the final game of the last series. 2 attempts without making it, huh? Hard to tell much from that. Mainly depends on the bracket you had. How do you live out here with no team? Do you stream or something? I used to stream, but I just don't get enough viewers to make any money. My following's pretty small. Small is an understatement. Non-existent is close to the truth.
So, your parents pay for everything?
No, I'm here on my summer job earnings and a little bit extra from my grandparents.
Huh. How lucky. I never got any handouts.
Bitch, that wasn't no fucking handout. I just told y'all I worked for that shit. This isn't going very well. Still, Excel looks as collected as ever. Watch him with a smile as the interrogation continues.
Did you play Brood War?
Not really. I mean, I had a copy as a kid, but I wasn't good. I had to cheat to even finish the campaign. Oh, you were only a little bit worse than Jet. Jet scowled silently at the jab. It's true that the 2 years she spent playing Brood War were mostly unremarkable.
Then this your first try at professional gaming?
When I nod, she gives me a hard look.
Why are you even out here? Is it for the Starbucks?
What do you mean?
The Starbucks! Like, oh my god, we have some of the best Starbucks that you just don't know about. Like, you don't even deserve to know about it. Like, oh my god, like, I'm not sure if you were really aware of your chances, but it's been more than 5 years since a foreign pro gamer accomplished anything noteworthy here in Korea. But the Starbucks. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, after this conversation, we're ending this fucking episode.
I know what she's getting at, but it's not like I know what she's getting at, but it's not like I had a particular great or unique answer. I scratch behind my head and look away. I mean, why the fuck else? I mean, I want to become better at Starcraft. Everyone knows that Korea is the place to do that in, man.
And why is that?
Well, it's because the best players are...
No! I'm asking you, why do you want to become better?
It feels like she's forcibly extracting the truth from me. All the same, I can't leave her expression unanswered. I do my best to avoid showing the embarrassment I feel in my honest response. Because I want to be a champion, or at the least, I show I can compete at that level. Everyone who plays this game wants that, don't they?
You are right about one thing. Every idiot that makes it to Grandmaster and takes a map off of a good player thinks that they're a pro gamer material. A champion, huh? Sheesh. Couldn't even make it past Starbucks.
That's a thing. That's a thing, Jet. That's a thing. That's a thing. She clicks her tongue and sighs, but doesn't seem displeased, or at least any more so than usual. I wouldn't have had that much ground to stand on if I disagreed with her. Jet is one of the only few that I've accomplished what the rest of us dream about. Don't be so harsh. Oh, but don't be so harsh. I mean, his style is solid and he stood toe to toe with me for a while. With enough time, he could compete. What do you think? I mean, why don't you practice with him for a bit?
I could. I mean, a little harm in giving him a chance, I guess. Just give me my Starbucks and, yeah, we'll do this.
Whoa. Did he just say practice and did she just say yes?
Yes, nigga, she just said yes.
Excel answers her with a pleased expression. Jet takes a moment to stretch out before again crossing her arms across her chest.
Stop staring and say something, Mock. Like, Jesus, it's not like I have Starbucks in my hand.
The sound of my name wakes me from my stunned silence. I jolt upright and offer a flurry of nods. Sorry, yep, definitely yes. Oh, yes indeed, let's do that. Jet excels and watches me in silence until I lower myself back into my seat. It takes some determination to come out here all alone. Let's see if it translates to wins, eh? With a thumbs up, it's settled, and I have found myself with one of the best practice partners in the world. I really hope this isn't just a novelty of playing with some random foreigner.
Excel, it's about time to get back out to all-out attack. Like, wouldn't want you getting DQ'd if we'll be matched in the semis. Like, Jesus, just get to Starbucks and go back to your seat.
Can you be certain that, I didn't lose to Maka already? I mean, what if this is my way of saving face?
Funny. Have you lost to a foreigner even once?
Yeah, I mean, you never know who's playing on the barcode account. Barcode account, is that like a VPN type of thing? Barcode, let's see. Count used for a non-spotted play. Barcode account generally use random combinations of eyes and eyes. Generally used to practice certain strategies or tactics without the risk of identification. So that's what those things are, because you see those in leagues sometimes and it is fucking annoying. Okay, because they never even say shit. That's That's what those are. I got no fucking idea. That's what those are. Are you sure you don't want a pot split? Final offer.
Collude with you? Not even a chance in all of Starbucks hell.
What about you, Mike? You gonna stick around? PC bang with a bustle of tournaments. With a bustle of a tournament isn't a great training environment. The bracket will probably take a few hours to work through. No, I think I want to head home. I got a lot of practice to do tonight, so I'm just gonna head home. I'm just gonna go home. Leaving already, man? Well, hey, man, it was good to meet you, man.
Be at Golden Zonefire tomorrow morning, and we'll find out if you're just overhyped.
Will do, bruh. I rise and offer to meet you, nod and thanks before heading back to the PC area. The last thing I see is a big smile from Jet as she leans over and whispers something to Excel. I squeezed my way through the growing crowd and managed to make it through the doorway leading outside. When I hit the street, I met with a cold breeze and a rush of voices, sound, and light. This is a shot. This is it. One shot. One opportunity to seize everything I ever wanted to capture. Just let it split. His arms is heavy, knees weak, arms heavy, the lines of sweater already. Mom spaghetti. I'm done. One last chance. I'll quick at my place here. Yeah, I'm so done, man. I'm so done. Oh my god. Mom spaghetti. Oh wow, is that it? I guess that's the episode, huh? That must be the episode. Alright, fellas, if you enjoyed this, I actually kind of enjoyed this my damn self, but if you enjoyed this, let me know. We'll go ahead and continue this because I'm actually really freaking enjoying this. It's actually really funny for me to do, So anyway, if y'all are enjoying, Starcraft 2 VN, let me know. It's your boy DHM, the Hat Man, the Mad Hatter extraordinaire, signing out. Make sure you leave a like and with that thumbs up, and comment if you would be so inclined, and make sure you sub to my content because I always take the greatest care in trying to give y'all the things that y'all want to see. Because I love you so much. All right, we out.